So God has given us a kit of tools to use for our good and to create the world around us. But most of us are like 5-year-olds carrying a chainsaw. We have no idea how to use these tools. And as a result, we are harming ourselves and we are harming others around us. So here's how you use those tools correctly. And welcome back to the Power Tool series. I am so happy to have you back to learn about tool number 2, and that is your word. Yes, I said it, your word. We all know that when God created the world, he spoke it into existence. He said, "Let there be light," and there was light, right? And we also know that we are created in his likeness and in his image. So what does that mean for us? That means that if our God spoke this entire universe into existence, we can speak our entire reality into existence. And that is a beautiful gift if you know how to use it. Too often, we think our words only count in prayer. We think I have to kneel down in my room by my bedside and pray, and those are the only words that God hears. No, that's not true. God hears every word that you speak. God hears the words that you're speaking on the phone with your girlfriend. God hears the words that you're speaking to your husband or to your boyfriend or to your significant other. God hears all of those words, and every single word is creating your reality. Your words hold so much weight. Your words are so powerful. You cannot tell your son that he's dumb over and over and over again and not expect him to be dumb. I mean, come on, you begin to believe it. Even think about certain things that people have said about you, right? If someone says you're beautiful once, you might think, okay. Then a second person may say you're beautiful. You'll think, maybe I am beautiful. You know, then a third person says you're beautiful and you're like, oh, it's something to this. I'm probably beautiful. Even if you didn't think it yourself, but having that said to you over and over and over and over again, you begin to believe that thing. So we have to be careful of what we're saying. If we're talking to our husbands and we're saying, you're not about nothing, you're lazy, you're this, you're that. Well, over time, he begins to feel unappreciated because he's thinking, yeah, that's what I am. That's all I can be. So your words be so careful about the words that you speak. Be slow to speak. In the Bible, it tells us to be slow to speak and slow to anger. Okay? That doesn't mean you always have to say something. Every time something happens or someone says something to you, maybe give yourself a breath and don't say anything at all until you can say something positive. My mom always says, if you don't have anything positive to say, don't say anything at all. And that holds true with this tool. Here's how using my word tool correctly has manifested in my life. So after my sacred and quiet and meditation and prayer and reading time with God in the morning, I know that sounded like a lot, but it's really not a long time, typically about 30 minutes. After that time, I have a 20-minute commute to work. And so in my car, I am speaking affirmation after affirmation after affirmation. And as I'm speaking, my energy is rising, my energy is rising, my energy is rising. It's going up and my vibration is going up and my vibration is going up and my vibration is going up. And then I'm attracting that back into my life. I'll give you a prime example. One affirmation that I say every single day is, I am surrounded by and am in nothing but loving relationships. I am surrounded by and am in nothing but loving relationships. I am surrounded by and am in nothing but loving relationships. I have God-like forgiveness. I have God-like forgiveness. I have God-like forgiveness. Girl, that thing felt good to me, okay? But that's what I say every single morning. And let me be honest with you. I'm really only surrounded by and am in nothing but loving relationships. I don't have a lot of friendship drama. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do have a group of friends and sometimes we may disagree. But as far as some of these very catastrophic drama-filled relationships, I don't have them in my life. I don't. And I know that is because in part of my vibration, check the first video for the first tool that we learned how to use correctly. And then secondly, my word, which is creating my vibration. Okay? Because I'm speaking it on a daily basis. And as a result, I'm only attracting back to me loving relationships. And so there are certain people who are not in my life. And God had to speak to me on that. Because I realized, it was kind of hurtful because some people who weren't in my life, I wanted them to be in my life. Why aren't they in my life? And God really deposited in my spirit they're not in your life because it wouldn't be a loving relationship. Wow. You're right. Right? They can only be in my life if it would be a loving relationship. And since it won't be a loving relationship, they can't be in my life because that's what I'm speaking on a daily basis. And so here's how you use your word tool correctly. Only speak words that reflect the world you want to create. Only speak words that reflect the world that you want to create. Someone just missed it. They went to the bathroom. Only speak words that create the world that you want to reflect. That means in your common conversations with your friends. That means when you're on the telephone. That means when you're on your job. That means when you're at home leisurely. Only speak words that you want to create in your world. Once again, I'm Jessica Bryson. Thank you so much for tuning into our Power Tools series. I'm so excited to have you here. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you back for the next tool. Take care, love.